my new workstation. What do you think? From there to there to there. Yes, sir. A few more tires to get rid of. That's about it. I got my trash can here for my trash. Another trash can I got to get rid of so I can use it up against the wall. Yeah, this is my spot, guys. What do you think? So much different. Aluminum pile, burn barrels, my own barrel. Scrapping Scorpion, that's yours. Minus the little motor, the lift itself. Yeah, this is my new outdoor spot. And I might, who knows, maybe I get an umbrella that goes right over the top of me right here while I'm working in this hot sun. And I can, you know, I still have a good size area. As a matter of fact, I could literally get a piece of plywood and make it just a little bit bigger and make a slot in it, or make it a little bit bigger and make a hole in it and put my pole down through it, and then attach with these holes my piece of plywood so I have a little bit bigger spot. So I don't know, I ain't figured it out yet. I don't know if I'm going to put a piece of metal up there. I don't want to cut myself, so I'm thinking just kind of some kind of piece of wood over the top of that, just to give me a little bit bigger bench when I put my umbrella up here for this summer, because I'll be working out here. It'll be nice and breezy. I'll have my fan running over there. It will be better than being in that shop sometimes. I do have a big fan. It's like 3 feet wide or so, and that thing blowing is really nice, but it might be really nice out here with the umbrella too. So I don't know, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out, guys. What a beautiful day. I am so blessed. Thank you, Jesus. Number one. Some people at their yard, yards are so different all across even the United States. Some people, because if this piece of copper came out of an air conditioner, some yards, because it had oil in it, will not take it for number one because the oil content on the inside of it. So if that's your yard, well, I'm sorry. My yard doesn't cut me down for every little thing. I guess some yards just don't make enough money, and they will get you for every little nickel and dime. Should I turn that in as orny brass, or what's inside of that thing? Oh, beads. Forgot beads. You can open them up, and there is a piece of brass down on the inside of that thing. So if you put it in your dirty, that's going to end up going into your dirty brass. Grab a handful. Separate it into my numbers 1 and number 2. Oh, brass pieces. I'm saving them for Sculler metals. And I also have some things in there for, oh my goodness. Can't remember his name now. Anyway, I have some silver contacts in there for somebody. He's been making silver. And making silver out of it. 1 copper. This, even though it looks like it could be number 1 because it's thick, is number 2 because it has coating on it. I just threw a little bit of the wrong stuff in this bucket, sorry. Number 1, number 1. Yes, number 2. I don't want to mix it up. I've already had an incredible day. I don't even know what time it is. Really, time just goes by. You want to check something out? Number 2, Scrapman 69's yard doesn't pay him for electric motors like my yard pays me for electric motors. How in the world, how you do that? I don't get it. His has to be completely clean. I don't even think you can have a casing on it, and it's got to be copper. So if it's an aluminum coil, they're not giving him an electric motor for it. It just blows my mind, to be honest with you. Don't know what's going on, Scrapman. Maybe they need to see some other videos from other scrappers showing where they go. Maybe what they get. I don't know. I don't know how close you are to your yard. You know, some people's real close. Like for me, if I had that question, I could feel like I could go to my yard and say, "Hey, boss, you know, what is this?" Or, you know, this guy says this is number 1. This is number 1 and this is number 2. What's the actual truth? And what will you pay me for? Because apparently all yards are different. I hate that too. This is coated. It's not straight up plain copper. There's a coating on that. Keep it separated. First time I saw this stuff here, I was like, oh man, what is that? And I thought it was stainless steel, but then I found out it's not stainless steel. It is coated nickel plated copper, number 1. These are number 2 pieces of copper that came out of my magnetrons. All right, here. Magnetron number 2. See them ends? Cut them 2 ends off for me. Even though it came out of an air conditioner, I'm getting number 1 for that. 1. I know one thing, it's got to be close to time to get something to eat because my stomach's telling me that it's hungry. What time is it already? It's only 3 o'clock, but when your stomach hasn't eaten all day, 3 o'clock, good time to go get a snack. Hold me off till tonight since it's so late and I didn't eat all day. I love to get this barrel right here done, and as soon as I do, I think I'm going to call it a day anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and rip this stuff out real quick with you guys or without you guys. Throw it into my number 1 and my number 2 buckets and get it out into my yard with my other barrels. And I'll be happy with my day's progress. Piece of brass. I'll be tickled to death. Number 2. two. Has them ends on it. It's going to be a number 2. I wish that I could save my copper for a year. I tried it one time. I was even going to take a vacation with the money that I made from it after I saved it for a year. That didn't work out. New plan. We'll tell everybody that September is my 25th anniversary. September 13th, everybody. 25 years with my wife. They've been together for going on 27 years. Love of my life through good times and bad. And trust me, you've had both. She's a great woman, stuck with me. Stuck with each other, I should say. It's been a good experience. It's been a good time. So I wasn't sure I'd ever make a 25-year anniversary, but it looks like we're gonna make it. And yeah, September 13th. Brass. 25 years. I don't know if I can afford it. Don't know if I can afford it. I would love to take my wife on a cruise, and if I can afford it, I will. It's been kind of one of our dreams to go on a week cruise and just do some traveling. Neither one of us has ever been on one, so that's my hopes. It's my little dream that we have. We're not actually wanting to go on a cruise in September because the weather in a lot of places isn't that good in September because of the hurricane season. The last thing you want to run into is a hurricane on a boat. So yeah, or rough seas. For me, I'm not into that. I would just puke the whole time I was on the boat. And I really don't want to have one of them kind of first cruises. So anyway, but I'm hoping that that's what we get to do. I'm gonna save, since I quit smoking, I figured I'd put all the money that I saved from smoking into my little savings account. And just maybe I'll have close to enough, and who knows, maybe I'll get some help along the way to make mine and my wife's little dream come true for a 25-year celebration. So wish me luck on that. I'm gonna do my best to make it come true. Grandpa's not rich, not poor, worked hard all my life. Just never could afford a cruise. Never could afford it. So now's hopefully my time. Hoping that we can afford it. Oh yeah. Dropped a couple pieces of carpets over here. There we go. All right. I'm not tired of reaching down in that way. These I'm saving for another scrapper. These are always going to be irony brass. Some number 2 because it's coated. Some number 1 for me. Your yard might give you number 2 for that. See anything here that's not some Number 1. Remember, Scrap and Scorpion. Scorpionmetals. Which one are you going by right now, Greg? Some number 2. Number 1s. Man, I about got this barrel emptied, cleaned out, separated. My inside is getting cleaned up, opening it right up.